So guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Ashley and I'm back here with another video. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And also don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Tony_Ashley. So in today's video, we're gonna be talking about how I got a grade 1 in agricultural science, the single award. So if you want to hear more, just stay tuned and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. So as I'm talking about this right now, I just want to give a lot of backstory to agri basically. So I did agricultural science all 5 years of high school. I did agri in grade 7, grade 8, grade 9, grade 10, grade 11, and obviously at the CSEC level. So it all started in grade 7 when I was introduced to agri. So out of all the science subjects, I really loved agri. I really loved it because I understood. It was one science subject that when the teacher is teaching or you read the notes, you actually understand what's happening. They can actually explain the process. They can actually explain hydroponics, aquaponics, and so I was just fascinated by it basically. And so that kind of made me have a positive attitude to the subject because I was understanding, of course. So yes, so that's where it started. So I've always done well in agri from grade 7, grade 8, grade 9, grade 10, grade 11. I've always done well because agri is a subject that is practical. It's practical and it's also theoretical at the same time. So I think is this. Once you can explain something theoretically, you can do it practically. And if you can do it practically, then you must can explain it theoretically. So for example in grade 9, what do I call that, something there like a budding, the process of budding and layering, it actually make we go up on a farm and do the things with the tree and stuff like that. So when they made us do that, now we can actually go back and write the steps in our notebooks, right? So I loved agri and I did well in agri. So the teacher who taught me in grade 7, this teacher taught me from grade 7 to 9. And when I go in grade 10, in my case, I got a new agri teacher. So the first test that I ever did in grade 10, because now I got a new agri teacher, she marked that test paper. And this teacher we never really know each other. Yeah. So now this agri teacher who started teaching me in a grade, this agri teacher that started to teach me in grade 10, she marked my test paper. The first test I ever did for her in grade 10, she marked that test paper and she gave me that test paper and she said to me that I am going to get that distinction at the CSEC level in agri. She said that to me and she wrote it on the paper because I got everything correct. I explained everything so well. And she was basically complimenting me in front of my old agri teacher and saying that she taught me well and I was able to pass on or carry on the knowledge from grade 7 to 9 into grade 10. And so she wrote on that test paper that you're going to get a grade 1 with distinction in agri. And her prediction was right because I did get that grade 1 with distinction in agricultural science. Now. So we have this CXC. This is it's a photocopy of my this is a photocopy of this is my preliminary slip because although I did the exam from last year, I still not get the official certificate. I still don't get that certificate from CXC now. So this is just the preliminary thing right here. So for agricultural science, they test you for the profiles now. The profiles are the business of farming. I got A. Crop production, A. Animal production, A. So you can see that these are the areas that they are marking you for. They want to know if you know about the business of agriculture. Do you know the business of farming, the budgeting? The budgeting and all the business aspect now with inventory and all we can't remember them right now, but all of the business aspect of agri. Like how much do you know about it? And then crop production, like the processes like the aquaponics and the hydroponics and all those things. And then last but not least, animal production. So I got all straight A profiles for agricultural science on this paper right. This paper right here. All A profiles. And now let's talk about like how I did it now. I think it was my attitude towards the subject, because as I said before, I've always loved agri, and it was a subject that I understood very well. I was able to explain very well. So I guess that motivated me to pay attention to this subject or to work hard on this subject. Positive attitude equals positive results. So not because you don't like the teacher or you don't like whatever reason, but even if you don't like the subject, but still have a positive attitude towards it, because attitude equals results. Okay, one thing that you need to have is you need to have the willingness to learn. As I spoke about attitude before, you have to be willing to accept the knowledge. You have to be willing to accept what is being taught. Like, even if you don't like the teacher or you might not like the topic, but just accept the knowledge. Accept that this is what agriculture is, this is what aquaponics is, this is what hydroponics is, this is what a supply and demand curve is, this is what it is. You just accept it. And I think that once you have that willingness to learn, you will learn and you will pass the subject. So you really have to work on your attitude towards the subject. Even if you don't like the subject, just work on your attitude. Be positive, be open-minded, be willing to learn new things. Or even if you don't like the subject, as I said, if you don't like agri, but be willing to take in the knowledge. Just be willing. And also, in order to pass agri, I did past papers. I did multiple choice past papers because they do repeat. So do the multiple choice past papers, and you can also try to do some paper twos to basically let you get an idea of how the subject is like set up, how the test paper will be, because there's a format with the question. So when you do the paper twos, it can give you an idea, so that when you go in the exam, it's not the first time you see a paper like this. You see something like it before. So that's good. Do your paper ones, do your paper twos or agri. Multiple choice are going to repeat, no matter what. They are going to repeat, because CXC hours are repeat them something there. And you can get past papers at what? CSEC Yeah. And also make sure that you have a good SBA going into that exam. Ensure that your SBA is good. Like, check with the teacher, ask her if the SBA is fine. Like, the SBA grade counts. The crop SBA and the broiler SBA, they count. So talk to your teacher and ask them if the SBA is good. Is the grade good enough? Is the grade like acceptable? Is the grade that you got acceptable or not? Talk to your teacher and find out, because the SBA grade does matter. The SBA grade does matter. So I was saying that the SBA grade is important. SBA grade is important because it's going to make up your exam grade to give you your final score. So check with the teacher to ensure that your SBA is good. You don't want to go in an exam and your SBA is just foolishness and you're not getting marks on that. So whatever you do in an exam, that's going to be your grade. Whatever you do in an exam, that's going to be your grade. And well, just check with your teacher and see check with the teacher and see if your SBA grade is good. Okay, so this is a summary of everything that I've said so far. And I said that I spoke about me and agri and how I did agri for all 5 years of high school or whatever. In order for you to get that grade 1 in agricultural science, you need to have a positive attitude towards the subject. Ensure that you are open to learning the subject, open to the knowledge of the subject, and you need to ensure that you have a good SBA. A positive attitude. Just be positive. Positive attitude equals positive results. And also do your past papers, do your paper ones. Do past papers for paper 1 and do your past papers for paper 2. But the most relevant, I suggest that you do past papers for both paper 1 and for paper 2. But as you know, paper 2 questions change every year. So the chances are kind of slim that a question that came in 2021 for paper 2 is going to come back on the paper 2 for 2022. So it's kind of slim on the paper 2, but for the paper 1, definitely the paper 1s are going to repeat. And remember, I said that paper 1s don't repeat like from just 1 year. CXC has a bank of multiple choice questions, and they just shuffle them and throw out 60, and that becomes a new paper 1. So they might take 2 from 2015, they might take 5 from 2016, and then they might take 3 from 2012, then like 3 from 2019. Like they take them from all over and just put them together. So just do your paper 1s. And you can't do paper 1 for just 1 year. Reason for that now, CXC now going to stick all of the questions from one paper. They're going to mix it up. So I guess you can maybe do past papers from maybe from like say at least from 2015. At least from 2015 comes straight up to 2021. And yeah. But when I was doing like another subject though, some questions were taken from all the way back from 2013, but and everybody have time for that. So yeah, so just do your paper 1, do some practice on paper 1, do some practice on paper 2 in answering the question. Ensure that you know your content for the exam. And as I tell you, the profile, business of farming, crop production, and animal production. So they're testing you on these 3 main areas. Look, everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Comment down below if you have any questions. And that's the end of today's video.